summer plans. Basically, all I've done so far is absolutely nothing. I've lazed at home and I've been on the computer all this week. But this is the last week of my summer laziness. Okay, maybe not really. I'm going to be lazy, but I'm not going to be as lazy. I'm going to make this a semi-productive summer. I'm going to be working this summer. I am going to work at Girls Inc. just like I worked at last year. And there were 6 volunteers, including me last year, teen volunteers. And this year there are 12, and I'm the only returning one. And that makes me feel really awesome because now I can be like the person that teaches everyone everything. I'm going to start bike riding 3 times a week. Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Mondays they're not going to be serious bike rides. They're probably going to be like a little bike riding around the neighborhood because I have to work on Mondays. But Wednesdays and Fridays I'm going to go on like real bike rides. The only exception to that every week of the summer rule for bike riding is July 4th to July 13th because I'll be gone on a medical conference and that's gonna be cool. I'll tell you guys about that later. But I'm excited. I get to observe a open knee replacement surgery. How cool is that? Last summer I did a writing project where I wrote 3 different series based on one idea. So the idea was I'm going to do this all set in the summer. The 3 different series are all dialogue stories, and they're all not related at all. The first series focused on Roland and Gwen, and it was written in backwards order, and they're 2 old friends who are spending the summer together. And the second one was about a brother and sister relationship, and their parents are going through a divorce, and that was, every time I wrote about them, it was during the summer rain. So they're set during summer rains. And there's a really sweet story about how this brother who's like 6 and this sister who's about 16-ish, and they were just bonding over the fact that it was raining and they were getting to know each other, and their parents are going through a rough time, so they are getting closer, and it was really, really sweet, and I really like that. And then the third one was about a man who basically has gone insane. His second person that he was talking to was himself. The only one I published of those are Roland and Gwen story. I think I only published 2 of them. And they were on my website for a while. I think a couple of you guys might have read it. Wish was one of them, and another one whose title escapes me. But I'll put them back up sometime soon. This summer's writing project is going to be a little different. It's not going to actually be like a project where I work on like a single story or several stories in a series or anything like that. This summer I'm going to try to write 15 minutes every day. And in order to do that, I'm going to need prompts, so I would really, really love it if you guys post down on the comments whatever you can think of. A prompt can be anything. It could be a sentence, it could be several sentences, it could be a whole scenario, you could give me characters that I could work with, or you could just give me an object. I'm going to have a new tab portion on my site, and it's going to be prompts, and then you guys should just comment on them, and whenever you think of something, just give it to me, because I would love it if you guys would do that for me, and I would really appreciate it. And if you do that, I might read a couple of them on Fridays. You know, maybe. Next week, I'm going to have a very special treat for you guys. I have a story that I wrote 2 weeks ago called 143, and I'm going to read it aloud to you guys because I think that after all this time of me telling you guys about my writing endeavors, I haven't read anything to you. And I think I should, and I'm kind of nervous about that, but I'm going to. I'm going to read you a story called 143, and then if it works out, I'll read you guys more stories. If you guys like them. They're not really all that great, but hopefully you guys like them anyway. More details about my summer on my site. So I'll see you guys then. Bye.